I don't like the term low maintenance friendships. And the reason why I don't like the term low maintenance friendships is because a lot of times the people that are on this app praising low maintenance friendships are the people that are not doing any of the maintenance in the relationship. I feel like because we like to throw the term, oh, I love low maintenance friends, we use that as a way to not put in any work to sustain relationships. And a lot of times it's only one person in the relationship that is doing all the maintenance. So the other one is running around like, I love the fact that my friends are so low maintenance, blah, blah, blah. No. Your friends are not low maintenance. They're the ones sustaining the relationships. If your friends stop reaching out to you, stop checking on you, stop calling you, stop texting you, they will not hear from you because you're not doing anything to sustain the relationship, sweetie. So for me, I feel like we have to stop being lazy. If you want to have long-lasting, fruitful, healthy relationships, you have to be willing to put in the effort because relationships are work. And it's not just boyfriend and girlfriend and husband. And like, that's another thing. Some of y'all don't know how to have friendships when y'all are in a relationship. And y'all don't know how to have friends when y'all are married. And to me, it's like, outside of that, you need to have some other relationships. That's another red flag. But back to my point. My point is, if you're going to have friendships, you have to do work to sustain those relationships. And if you cannot, please release your friends that are doing all the maintenance in 2024. Stop.
I could be a low maintenance friend if that's how you always are. I could be a low maintenance friend if that's just your temperament. You're an introvert. You're not much of an outsider. I could be a low maintenance friend when you pop in every now and then and you live out of state. I could be a low maintenance friend. What I cannot do is those low maintenance relationships that are only low maintenance based on whether or not a person is single or in a relationship. Meaning they're super high maintenance. They vibing with you every day until they get a boyfriend or a girlfriend or in a serious relationship, which they completely switch up. They stop calling. They stop answering your text messages. They stop showing up to dinners and fun days. They can't do nothing apart from their romantic partner. That's a problem for me. Because my thing is, how come you don't have relationship management? Now, I totally understand if you're going to want to spend a little extra time with your partner because it's new, right? But to completely abandon your relationships you had before you got into that relationship, that don't sit well with me. Either we're going to be low maintenance or we're going to be high maintenance, or we're going to understand the balance of what it means to sustain all your relationships. But what you're not going to do is use me energetically for when your partner is messing up or when you are single or when you are going through something. Either you're a high maintenance friend or you're not. You're a low maintenance friend or you're not. But you don't get to play both sides.
Not everybody can have low maintenance friends. I have greatly offended people because I am the low maintenance friend. While you think I'm being standoffish, I'm over here hanging by a thread trying not to lose my shit. It was never about you, babe. I just get anxiety around people who I know are analyzing everything I do and seem to interpret my low maintenance behavior as a personal attack on them when like that is just who I am at my core. I'm not a good texter. I'm not really paying attention to everything going on in everybody's life, even though I'm trying to keep up. But sometimes that comes off as like negligence and not being a good friend, when I think there just needs to be a conversation on, hey, you had expectations for me that I didn't know you had. These things are important to you. They're not important to me. But hey, now I know. Now that I'm in my 30s, I've found that I have very successful relationships with other low maintenance people because we don't have to explain ourselves to each other and we just get it. We get it. We're busy. We're adults now. We love each other. I might see you every 6 months if we're lucky, but that does not define our love in any way.
When the term low maintenance friend came up on social media a few months ago, I told y'all that there is no such thing as a low maintenance friend. There is no such thing. And y'all looked at me like I was crazy. It does not exist. I treat all of my friends like they are my man. And they know it. Okay? That's why I'm so happy I have such a small group of friends. Like, if y'all really knew how much work it takes to have a real friendship and a real sisterhood, y'all would not be on here asking for like a whole big group of friends. Like, it's so much effort to maintain my friendships, to speak to people often, to check in on them, to show up for them, to support them. Like, I'm just so happy for my small group of friends. But there's nothing low maintenance about friendships. The same way you're going to talk to your man and cater to your man, you should be doing that for your friends. Like, what? We're not about to go 6 months without talking, or we're only going to talk when it's our birthdays. That's not a thing. It literally does not exist, y'all. It does not exist. There's no such thing as a low maintenance friend. I feel like some people just fall back on the low maintenance friend title just to hide behind the fact that they're just not a good friend. Period. Like, I don't believe in low maintenance. I don't believe in high maintenance. I feel like the only type of friendship to have is a good friendship. Point blank, period.
Unpopular opinion or popular opinion, I really don't know, but I personally love low maintenance friendships. And I say that this can be unpopular because I know that some people can look at it as like, oh, they're not a good friend, they're not checking up on you. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying though is I do not think that it is detrimental to a friendship to hang out 24/7, talk 24/7. We are all adults, we all have busy lives. There's a lot going on. I have several friends that I can go like months without seeing. We'll check up on each other here and there, but I think we're very much on the same page about both being low maintenance friends. I think that problems can arise though when there is a high maintenance friend and low maintenance friend. Like, you guys definitely need to be on the same page of where your friendship is at. And I just want to debunk this misconception of low maintenance friends being bad friends, because I show up for my girls. I am always there for them. If they need to cry on the phone to me for hours, I am there for them. If they have a special event or something going on, I am there. I am always there for my girls, and I will even go to them without them coming to me first. Like, I am there for them. They're there for me, vice versa. Like, we just get each other. And when it comes to like hangouts and, you know, talking, like, it is a two-way street, yes. And I feel like I said, it's really important to be on the same page with things, because I feel like actually most of the time I'm having like a realization right now. I'm the one who reaches out to my friends most of the time to hang out and, you know, just talk, but I'm fine with that because we can go a long time without talking, and then I'll be like, you know what, I should hit up this person. Like, I haven't talked to them in a while. It was just a thought. And now I'm like, am I even a low maintenance friend? I don't know, but that was just my bones pick today.
So here's my list of what I think we should leave in 2023. Number 1, low maintenance friendships. I don't want to hear that rubbish on this app anymore. You're not a low maintenance friend. You're a bad friend. That's what I want to say here. I'm sorry, but I don't believe in this rubbish of low maintenance friends, because some of you are low maintenance until it comes to a man. When it's a man, you'll be chasing him, writing him messages, calling him, all of that. But when it comes to your friend who has been there for you since the day, you know, your day one, you're claiming to be low maintenance, eh? You're not responding to her messages. You're not. Please, let's leave this rubbish. Let's leave it. Let's put effort into our friendships this year. The way you would message and call your man, use that same energy, eh? And put into your friendships, because I hope that we do not carry these bad habits into 2024. This is the first day of the year, so I hope we left this last year. In fact, yesterday was the last day we mentioned this rubbish, okay? And if you have a friend like this who claims to be low maintenance, please drop them. Let them go and make friends with their fellow low maintenance friends, okay? Let them make friends with other low maintenance people. Honestly, this 2024, we are going to be intentional with our friends. We're going to, you know, be friends with those who are actually friends with us. A balanced kind of friendship. That's what we're aiming for this year, okay?
I don't really like how we dress up a lack of communication as low maintenance friendships. And again, this is not a shot at anybody that likes a low maintenance friendship. I'm not one of them, but good for you. Honestly, just believe a lot of people do not know how to communicate. And I just find it so hard to believe that people just normalize the essence of like not talking to people for a whole year and then coming back like everything is fine. I honestly do believe that anytime you are like out of contact with somebody, it is a very intentional thing. And it takes nothing to just send a text. A lot of people will be like, oh, have you ever been depressed? I have been depressed. I have went through those things. I don't want to minimize what you went through, but I've went through some things. I've also been that person that did not reach out to my friends when I went through those things and I lost my friends. And I think it's just so important for you to make sure that you are giving like this communication, whether it's just like a small like, hey, I'm going through a lot, or hey, I'm not being distant, life is lifing. Like, you really can't expect anybody to understand what you're going through if like you don't provide them with some type of clarity. And noted, like, some people do just fall flat off the face of the earth, and it's no hard feelings. It's just they're going through a rough time. I think I do pride myself on being a very understanding friend. So when people do come back and they reach out and they explain all those things to me, I think I am very open to having that conversation. However, for us to talk about like, oh, I just love my low maintenance friends, we'll go months on months without talking, then we'll come back and we'll talk again. Those are not my friends. I feel like we're acquaintances. People that I call my friends are people that I talk to on a regular basis. Now, noted, we are adults. So reality of being an adult is we might go a month without talking or 2 months without talking. And that is not like an intentionally like bad thing. We just are busy, right? We work for a living. Every day we get up and we have our priorities on our mind. And we just have to provide for ourselves. So like no other human being is about to be my main focus unless I have a kid. I think at the end of the day, if I don't talk to you for 9 months on end and I see you posting on social media or I see you operating in other capacities in other people's lives, I'm going to assume that we're just not that close anymore. And that's completely fine. I think people grow apart. But the fact that like we push this narrative of having low maintenance friendships is kind of crazy. I don't feel like people have low maintenance friendships. I just feel like people fall off.
Most so-called low maintenance friendships are actually acquaintances. And if they're not yet, many of them will turn into acquaintances long term. I do feel like this low maintenance friendship glamorization is a result of our culture overall shifting more into low effort generally, as we're becoming more individualistic and self-centered with the whole don't disrupt my peace rhetoric and, live on your own terms. We are romanticizing canceling plans at the last minute and labeling it self-love. We take 5 days or more to respond to a text because that's supposed to be okay. My experience is that our sense of duty to one another is diminishing. Main character syndrome has become an epidemic, and that's supposed to be a good thing.
At this big age, let's normalize having low maintenance friendships. That means we don't get mad if you don't see your friends all the time. Like, some people are so entitled for your friendship and for your time. Like, you're my friend, so every weekend we need to do this, or we need to do this. And if you can't do that, like, hello, people are grown up now. Okay? Like, if I can't make it out, that's our word. Like, those are the type of friendships I value. And like real friends, it doesn't matter how long you haven't seen each other. We're gonna still pick it up. When I see you, don't worry, we'll keep it up. You know what I'm saying?
Something I find so interesting is how soon people are like, I'm a low maintenance friend, but then they actually mean I'm an asshole. Okay, let's backtrack. Like, first, yes, I am a high maintenance friend, so I do care about putting effort into friendships, and like, I like knowing what's up, I like keeping in touch, I like prioritizing you. And some people just cannot do that, and that is so fine and valid. I have low maintenance friends, and they're busy gals. They just don't like texting. Like, they get drained if they spend too much social time, like whatever. And that is so fine, and you do you. But then some people are like, yeah, I'm a low maintenance friend. I leave my friends on scene. I don't ask about their feelings. We should never really argue. I don't have to go to their important event. Long story short, I've been doing some spring cleaning, and the low maintenance friends that I've kept still show that they care, in the sense that when we do get together, I can feel it. And they show up when it's important. They took the time to get to know me, they have empathy for me, and most of all, they have respect for me and my time and my efforts. I mean, yeah, normalize needing space while being able to care about your friends, but don't normalize what's essentially a work associate level of affection and call it low maintenance friendship, because it's really not.